Hi, and welcome to vlog, I think it's 14? I'm just going to keep forgetting these. Get Me to New York vlog 14. Welcome to Dubai. I am at Jumeirah Beach Resort at the Hilton beside it. I've just tried to find a really quiet place where I can do the vlog in peace without the noise of the waves, and also so that nobody thinks I'm filming them while they're lying on the beach. So I'm just trying to get a good background in, but you can see the seas down here, and there's some nice palm trees here, and I'm just standing in front of the deck chairs here. So the other day when we were speaking about when you're setting up your business and you're starting off with no money, and not to look for investment straight away, and to save that until the stage where you've got a bit of proof of concept and then you're really going to need money, and that's at the stage when you're wanting to grow. So I talked you through a couple of tips as to how you can start your business with nothing and the main things to do in order to do that. For example, gain word of mouth, do networking, do social media, everything like that. I wanted to kind of delve a teeny bit deeper into that today and just explain the reasons why these things are important, not just to set your business up with no money, but also because of what they create. And what they create is a story behind your brand. So for example, when you're starting out, you might not think it's important to do blog posts, you might not think it's important to chart everything, and you might think, what's the point in me doing all this social media, nobody's going to look at it. Well, when the time comes, when somebody is going to invest in you and they are about to look at your business, these are the places where they're going to look. And as you create a story as you go along, you create more interest in what you're doing, and more people then actually want to warm to you, because we've already spoke about people don't invest in your business, they invest in you. So you need to make sure that you're highly investable. And that means at every stage of the journey, just being aware of what you're putting out there, what content you're creating, how you're coming across, and what example that you're setting to everybody else who's coming after you. Because when you get to the stage 2 years in, when you go to either venture capitalists, or you go to private investors, or you go to whatever it is, and you're saying to them, I've got this business, we've been doing this, we've been doing that, this is what we want to do. They're going to check your social media, they're going to look for the story, they're going to look for the thing that really separates you from everybody else. Because just remember how many businesses they see every day and how many great ideas. And this is where another important fact comes in. Ideas are nothing. Ideas are shit. Everybody's got ideas. Everybody has ideas in the shower every morning about award-winning apps and how they can change the world with this idea. And unless you act on it, nothing's going to happen. So don't go to an investor with an idea and say, I've come up with this idea, I'm great, give me lots of money. Go to them and say, I came up with this idea 2 years ago, and here's what I've done to work on it, and here's what I've done to improve it, here's all the ways I've worked out it didn't work, and here's what I've committed to it myself. And then they're more likely to turn around and go, okay, so we believe in you, we think this idea's got legs, and we can grow from there. And this is where another part of the journey comes in, which is equally important, which is embracing failure. You're going to fail at this point. When you have an idea and you start to implement it, it's going to go wrong. There's going to be times that come up where you think, that's not what I planned, this isn't the way I wanted it to look. And what you need to do is to adjust and show that you've adjusted from that. Sorry, it's so windy. Because if you don't, if your story is that everything's always went perfectly, that you've never had any worries, that everything's always been fine, people aren't then going to be sure that you can cope during the tough times. Investors are going to be worried about, well, what if we give her this money or him this money and it doesn't work? How have they proven in the past that they can overcome adversity and overcome challenges and really get through in order to show that they've got the material needed to set up this business? You know, like the strength of character, the resilience, the will to succeed. So everything that comes along which seems as if it's been thrown in your way or it's sent to test you, it has. You know, let it put you to the test and make sure that you show how you can get around it. You're not going to win every single time. You're not going to make the right decision all the time. All you need to do is make sure that as you're going along the journey, you can prove that you're learning from your bad decisions, that you're putting plans in place to rectify it, and that you're growing at every stage. And if you can show that you're growing without somebody's money, then when you go to ask them for money, then they know that they're investing in something that would be successful without them, but would be a hell of a lot more successful, a hell of a lot quicker with them. And that's the thing that you've got to get across. Plus it's fun. Documenting your journey is fun. It means that you can look back one day and go, God, remember the year when I was so worried about being £1,000 owed to somebody, or remember that year we couldn't pay this? And then you look back and go, God, look how things have changed. Now I'm worried about this amount, or I'm worried about that amount. So document it for your future investment needs, and document it for you as well. Because everybody wants to hear about the tough times, believe it or not. They're the bits that make the great story. They're the bits that in 3 years' time somebody's going to ask you to come and talk on, or to come and comment on, because you've been through it. So make sure that you go through them with the knowledge that it's just testing you for what's to come next. That's all it is. And when you're starting out, embrace failure, embrace challenges, and embrace fucking it up. It's alright, just screw it up, do you know what I mean? Just learn from it really, really, really quickly and move on. But make sure you make as many mistakes as you can before it's other people's money that's on the line. Because making mistakes with other people's finance is not fun, and it's not pretty. At least if you can show, well, listen, here's all the things I've been through, here's all the things I know not to do, this is what I'm going to try now. I mean, you do make a mistake, at least you're seasoned at it and you know what you're doing. But please get all of these things out of the way before you turn around to somebody and ask them for hundreds of thousands of pounds. It'll just make you sleep a bit better at night. Okay, I'm going to leave you there. I'm in Dubai for the weekend. I'm treating my dad to a weekend in the sun, so we're going to head off to the Palm just now, and I've got a couple of other vlogs coming up from other areas in Dubai. Unfortunately, the Wi-Fi's not been great, so I've not been managing to upload, but I promise by tomorrow I'll have everything up from the weekend. Okay, have a great day, everybody. Bye bye.